Unfortunately, I have some fragrances on the chopping block. If you're interested in seeing what fragrances are just not giving me what I need right now, then just keep watching. Before we get into the video, I do want to quickly introduce myself for those of you who may be new here. My name is Aisha. I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're interested in, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So like I said, the fragrances we're going to talk about today are on the chopping block for me, meaning that I'm not sold on them. None of them I would say are bad fragrances. It's just that I'm not sure that they belong in my collection. So none of these I've made a decision to completely get rid of. I'm kind of just toying around with the idea because as of right now, they're just not doing what I want them to do for me. So let's go ahead and get into the fragrances. So this first one is from Goldfield & Banks, and this is Sunset Hour. Now, I love this bottle. I love the color of the juice. I love the aesthetic of it. And I love the way it smells when I spray it. What I smell is like a watery, peachy scent. It smells delicious, honestly. It's kind of juicy, but at the same time, there's something just very slightly green in it that kind of mellows this out. And yeah, I really enjoy the way it smells on paper. However, whenever I wear it, I just cannot smell it on myself. I cannot. I have drowned myself in this. You see, I've used up this much, and because I can never smell it on myself, I tend to just wear this to Pilates or to go work out or somewhere like that. I never wear it anywhere special. And I don't think that all of my fragrances have to be so special that they need like a special occasion or something. But this one, I don't know. I just feel like for the money, not that this is the most expensive fragrance in the world, but it's also not the cheapest. I don't know. I just feel like it doesn't float my boat enough. Like it doesn't excite me enough. And that's pretty much why it's on the chopping block. If I could smell it more on myself, I think I would enjoy it more. But because I really can't smell it, no matter how much I overspray, y'all, no matter how moisturized I am, maybe I'm anosmic to it, but I swear that I can't smell this on myself past like the first 30 minutes of me wearing it. Like I know it's still there because I can put my nose to my arm and smell it that way. But as I'm moving about my day, I don't smell it at all. And I really like to smell my own fragrances. So this one, I mean, I'm probably not going to get rid of it, honestly, because we're kind of at the end of the summer. And I'll probably be putting this away until like next spring, summer. But I wish it gave me more. And it's just one that I can't fully decide on because I don't like recommending it to you all because I really don't smell it on myself. But it does smell beautiful on paper. So for this one, and basically for all of these fragrances, let me know what you think of them down below if you smelled them. Do you agree with me or whatnot? But this one, I really wanted more. I had very high hopes for this. So again, that is Sunset Hour from Goldfield & Banks. So this next one really breaks my heart because I used to love this fragrance. And I can't believe it's on this list, but it is none other than Nichane Fan Your Flames. So this is a very deep, smoky, boozy tobacco scent. It also has coconut in there as well, but the coconut is not like overly sweet or juvenile or anything like that. It just kind of provides a creaminess to this fragrance. This is like a beast. This is a lot. And the reason it's on the chopping block is because the last time I wore this fragrance, which was just like a week or two ago, it felt like it was too much for me. I don't know where that came from because I have worn this in the heat. I know some people will only reserve this for colder weather because it is quite like a lot, but I have worn this on a hot summer night plenty of times and thoroughly enjoyed it. So I don't know if my tastes are changing, but I will say the last time I wore this, I kind of felt like it was too much. It could have just been that day. So this one definitely is not going anywhere right now, but I don't know. I just was disappointed that for some reason it didn't give me the feels that it usually does. I love this. Now, I will say if I get rid of this, it will just go to my husband. This is a unisex scent, and I think if I had to judge, it leans more masculine than feminine. But I definitely think a woman can rock this. But for some reason, last time I wore it, it was just entirely too much. I actually had to sweeten it with Vanilla 28 from Kayali, and that made it bearable. But my initial spray, I just couldn't take it. And I don't overspray this fragrance because I know it's a lot. So I don't know. I don't know, y'all. This breaks my heart because I love this fragrance. But for some reason, I don't know, the way it was reacting on my body that day just made me feel not good about it. So anyway, that is Nishane Fan Your Flames. This next fragrance is new to my collection. I've actually done a video on this, so this should be no surprise. But this is Kayali Love Fest Burning Cherry. So if you haven't seen my review on this and you want to know more about it, definitely check out my review. I will link it. I give you a full rundown on projection, longevity, how it smells, dupes, whatever, on that video. So definitely check it out. But in this video, it's on the chopping block because, as I said in that video, I wasn't in love with it. I wanted something more, and it just didn't give it to me. It's not that this fragrance is a bad fragrance. It smells good. It's pretty. I know that a lot of people are just not liking this because of the projection and longevity, but that's not really the main reason for me. For me, it's just too similar to some other scents that I own, and I love those way, way, way more than this one. So that's why it was kind of disappointing to me. But I decided not to return it for now anyway, because I want to love this, y'all. I love Kayali as a brand. I have most of their fragrances. I think I have 8 out of the 10 that they make. And I like to try to make their stuff work. For me, this one kind of just fell short. Now, I did layer this the other night with Vanilla 28 from Kayali, and I did enjoy it more. So what I'm thinking is that I will keep this around, play around with it with layering with some other scents that I just want like a little bit more of a cherry smell to them, and try it like that. And then by the time we make it through fall, if I still feel like this doesn't have a place in my collection, then I'll probably just go ahead and sell it at that point. But as of right now, it's on the chopping block because I do like the way it smells, but I just feel like it should have been something more different. Like in my particular collection. I know a lot of people are loving this, and that's great, but in my collection, I kind of feel like it's redundant and it doesn't measure up to the other fragrances that is similar to that I own for me. So again, that is Love Fest Burning Cherry from Kayali. This next fragrance is from Gucci, and this is A Chant for the Nymph. So this bottle, y'all, this bottle is so gorgeous, so gorgeous. And I'm not gonna lie, that kind of influenced me to buy this fragrance. This was a blind buy for me, but I looked at a lot of reviews on this fragrance and I looked at the notes and I thought I would like it, and I do really enjoy it. It is a pretty fragrance. It just doesn't feel like me. To me, this is a soapy yellow floral scent. It does have some vanilla in the background, but what I'm thinking based on this fragrance and the next fragrance I'm going to talk about, I'm kind of thinking that I don't love Ylang Ylang in fragrances. Not when it is at the forefront of the fragrance. So not when it's kind of one of the more prominent notes. I think I like it when it's more just like a supporting note. This fragrance is all about the yellow florals. And to me, it just smells a little bit too soapy. I don't know. It's really pretty when I smell it. But when I wear it, I can't say that I thoroughly enjoy wearing it. I don't feel like I've bonded with this fragrance. And I really hoped that this would be like great for me for spring, summer. But I just don't feel that I've bonded with it. And every time I wear it, it's kind of like a conscious decision to wear it as opposed to like yearning to wear it. So unfortunately, that's why it's on the chopping block. And yeah, if the bottle was ugly, I probably would have gotten rid of it by now, which is a shame. But I just want to make it work. Like, I want to make my fragrances work. I try not to get rid of fragrances too early because I don't ever want to sell something or give something away or return something and then want it back in my collection later, because tastes do change. So, you know, that's why I still have it, but I have to say, I just don't love it. Now, I actually wore this morning to drop off my kids. I'm not wearing it now because I've showered and everything since then. I wore it to drop off my kids and work out. But my daughter complimented me like 3 times on this fragrance, saying how good I smell. She didn't know what perfume I'm wearing or anything like that, but she smells me every day. So she smells a variety of scents, and sometimes she tells me I smell good. She never tells me I smell bad, but sometimes she tells me I smell good. But today she told me 3 times, so I feel like that counts for something. So I don't know. Again, that is Gucci, A Chant for the Nymph. This next fragrance is one that is loved by so many. So don't beat me up, y'all. I'm not saying it's a bad fragrance. I'm just saying that I don't know how I feel about it. So this is Fragrance du Bois Oud Jaune Intense. So this fragrance, again, has that note of Ylang Ylang in it. and it comes through for me a lot. Honestly, when I got this fragrance, I was immediately reminded of a chant for the nymph, and I think it's the Ylang Ylang. That is the note they have in common. And so, yeah, I took this with me out of town recently to try to bond with this fragrance, and I felt like I bonded with it a little bit. I did enjoy wearing it, but I still don't know that I absolutely love it. So besides the Ylang Ylang in here, there are some fruity notes in this. I can tell you what, but to me it kind of smells like there are some fruits in the background. You get those yellow florals, and then something a bit deeper, more woodsy about it. I wouldn't call this fragrance a beast, but I do think it is a little bit heavy when you smell it. So for hot days, I think it's better at night. And I do enjoy the way this smells, but I have to say I don't 100% love this. And because of the price of Fragrance Du Bois, that probably, you know, that is influencing my decision that this is on the chopping block, because I just feel like I do have this little bottle, and I'm glad that I did not get a large bottle. But I feel like if I had gotten a large bottle, I would have been disappointed. Like, this doesn't smell like, for me, it doesn't smell like the price. And I'm not saying it's not worth it for you all. I'm just saying that I don't love it as much as I would hope for the price. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm not saying it's a bad scent. I do enjoy it. I just don't think I love it. I don't think I bonded with it. It's not my favorite in my collection or anything like that. So that's why it's kind of on the chopping block. But because I have this tiny bottle, more than likely I'm going to keep it. But I'm not going to lie, I've thought about selling this multiple times. So again, that is Oud Jaune Intense from Fragrance Du Bois. This next fragrance is from Dior Privé, and this is Santal Noire. Now, this fragrance is no longer available in the United States. I did order this from their website, I think sometime last year, but it's no longer available. So I know that this fragrance is highly wanted, but I haven't bonded with it. I'm not gonna lie. To me, this fragrance is quite woody. It has sandalwood, I think, is the main note in this fragrance, but the sandalwood is more of that woody sandalwood. It's not the creamy kind of sweet type of sandalwood that you often get. So this one is definitely more woody, more like pencil shaving type sandalwood. And then I think there is rose or some sort of floral note in this. It kind of smells like rose to me. And there's also something kind of earthy about this fragrance. I don't know if it's patchouli or even possibly oud, but a very smooth oud. Overall, I just feel like it's not really my type of scent. It doesn't really have any sweetness to it. It doesn't really do it for me. It just doesn't. And the reason I haven't gotten rid of this, honestly, is because I know I won't be able to get this again if I change my mind and decide I want to try it again. So that's kind of what's making me hold on to it. I am hoping to get some use out of it this fall, winter. But if I don't, I'm probably going to have to get rid of it, because there's no point in me just holding on to this bottle. And so many people seem like they want this fragrance or have wanted this fragrance, and I'm just holding on to the bottle, not using it. Yeah, it's pretty. It's just not me. Basically, when I smell this, it doesn't smell like something that I would normally wear. But anyway, we'll see if I use it this fall, winter. If not, it's going to have to say bye-bye. So again, that is Santal Noire from Dior Privé. Next up is Bouquet Ideal from Xerjoff. And this fragrance, I have to say, I feel like it's pretty hard for me to describe. This smells kind of spicy, slightly sweet. I don't know any notes in this. I really don't. Maybe I should have read the notes on this one before talking to y'all about it. But it's kind of spicy, slightly sweet. I don't think there are any floral notes in this despite the name. But to me, it kind of smells like there are some floral notes in it. And I don't know. For me, I feel like this one is kind of hard to understand when I smell it. And I think that's why I just haven't bonded with it. I really need to wear it more, because I have worn it before and really thoroughly enjoyed it. And then I wore it again and was like, I don't know how I feel about it. So, you know, our body puts out different things at different times of the month, especially for women. So I do need to kind of give this a try more, because I just don't, I don't know. When I smell it, it doesn't do it for me. I don't really enjoy the smell of it on this paper, but I know I've worn it before and thoroughly enjoyed it. So I don't know what happened. Did my taste change? Was it just, you know, that time of the month for me? I really don't know. I don't know. I need to try it and see, but I'm going to try this soon. And if it doesn't work, well, not that soon because it's still too hot for me to wear this. Once it kind of cools down a little bit, I'm going to try this. And if it doesn't work for me that time, then I'm going to get rid of it because I have thought about selling this so many times. And I don't know. That wasn't a very helpful description of this fragrance, I know. But it's because I'm confused on this fragrance. I don't know what it smells like. I don't know how I feel about it. I just know that it's on the chopping block for a reason. So Bouquet Ideal from Xerjoff. So this last fragrance is another one from Xerjoff, which, believe it or not, is one of my favorite brands. But this fragrance, I just think I haven't bonded with it. I don't think it's a bad scent. I just really think I have not bonded with it. So this is La Capitale from Xerjoff, and this one is quite popular. It is kind of a strawberry caramel leathery scent. I think it has saffron in there as well, which kind of adds to that leathery smell for me anyway. And I do enjoy it. I like the way it smells. I just never reach for it. I literally never wear this fragrance. I've worn it before, obviously. Like, I have a little tiny dent in there. But I've probably only worn this like 3 times. And I've had it a while. And so many people love this that I feel like I should love it too. I just never am in the mood to wear it. Like, I don't know why. I want to love it. I need to give it more of a chance so that maybe I can form some sort of bond with it. But for some reason, I honestly just don't reach for it. So I really need to pull this one out, like maybe put it on my fragrance tray and try to just wear it and give it a good fair shot, like multiple days, to see what I think about it, because I feel like I should love this like everybody else loves it. Why am I not pulling for it? And I like the way it smells when I smell it. It's very unique and it's a little sweet, but not overly. And it's something that when I smell it, I think it smells really good. I just don't ever wear it. So I definitely need to. So again, that one is La Capitale from Xerjoff. So those were my fragrances that are on the chopping block. If you've tried any of these, let us know what you think of them down below. Do you find the need to bond with your fragrances? Is that a thing for you? I find it's a thing for me, maybe because my collection is so large, but I feel the need to bond with the fragrance. So even though something may smell good and ideally it should work for me, if I don't bond with it, it's hard for me to reach for it. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I typically upload videos 3 days a week, so make sure your notification bells are turned on as well so that you don't miss a video from me. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me over there. I like to share my scent of the day in my Instagram stories quite often. I also give you guys sneak peeks and unboxings and whatever other random stuff that I'm doing over in my Instagram stories. So definitely check me out on Instagram. I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
You call